Welcome back, you guys, to part 5 of What If Bardock and Gine Went to Earth. Yo, what's up? It's Dex here. So I accidentally messed up in the recording. I was meant to say part 4.5 because this is more of a filler episode, a side story than an actual part 5. So yeah, I just want to put that out there. Anyways, let's get back into it. So, Zawardo that bitch. Since this is the most requested video I get, like literally every time I post a video, everybody's like, oh, what about part 5? Well, here you guys go. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to, get this out there, since it's hard for me to actually write for this series, since a lot of people are expecting so much out of it. And I have almost 5-6 different characters I have to balance out. It's just really hard to write this, but hopefully I can get this and the next part out within the next 4 months, because apparently I only upload every 4 months. Anyways, yeah, let's get into part 5 of What If Bardock and Gine Went to Earth. This will cover everything from the King Piccolo saga to the Android saga. This is an 11-year gap, so there's gonna be a lot to cover, at least somewhat, In the last part, I asked you guys whether you guys wanted to see some of the movies in this, this space of time, since there really isn't anything for them to do, but you guys said yeah, so I'm gonna be including 2 movies, and yeah, you'll see which ones they are once we get there, so let's get started. With the help of Kami, Kakarot and his friends are able to revive Grandpa Gohan. However, Tien states that by the time he got here, whoever did this already ran off. Kami states that he knows who might have done this, however he's not sure if it was them. A few days later, no one finds anything. Thus, everything goes back to normal. At least as normal as you can get with a bunch of Saiyans. 3 years later, at the next tournament, Chi-Chi proposes to Kakarot. Unlike in the original canon, where it's, Goku proposes to her, I guess Chi-Chi just had the balls to step up this time. In this tournament, we also get to see Raditz, Nappa, Goku, I guess Kakarot, and Vegeta pull off Super Saiyan. It's been 3 years. I highly doubt they wouldn't learn Super Saiyan within that time skip, so yeah. And for the winner of this tournament, I've actually gone with Vegeta. The reason I say that is because Raditz wouldn't use the Kaioken this time around and would be knocked out by Goku. A few months later, Kakarot and Chi-Chi get married, as well as a year later, Gohan is born. I do think that Raditz and Vegeta would also have kids around the same time. I say this based around a little theory plus Ultraman came up with in his What If the Humans Became Saiyan, video. I would suggest you guys watch it, but go watch that. In there, there'll be a little theory about why, the other Saiyans would get Saiyans baby children as well. So go watch that, and that's pretty much the reason I chose to give Vegeta and Raditz kids. No other reason. Definitely not copying anyone. This means Raditz and Bulma would have a son, which would retain the Bulma family name, and thus he'd be called Trunks. And just like I teased at the end of part 4, Vegeta gets with Launch. And they have a daughter, Echelot, which for those who don't know was what Bra was originally going to be named. Now from here, we can skip to age 761, where nothing other than the adult Saiyans continuing their training really changes in the timeline. For those who don't know, age 761 is when Raditz is supposed to show up on Earth. But since he's already on Earth, we'll replace him with Garlic Jr. Now, it starts off a similar way, however, his minions kidnap Gohan, Trunks, and Echelot. I will say that the 3 of them can somewhat hold them off, just for a little bit before they get kidnapped. When Gine and Chi-Chi arrive, they see Grandpa Gohan on the floor. He tells them that he tried to protect the kids, but those minions were too strong. From here, Gine tells Chi-Chi to contact the others as she flies off to fight Garlic Jr. However, since Gine's power level would be somewhere around 20,000, she's able to easily beat down Garlic Jr. and send him and his henchmen to the dead zone. After Gine takes them back to where everybody met up, which is at Goku's house, Vegeta brings up the fact that the kids should not be slacking on their training. They shouldn't have been kidnapped. Chi-Chi tells Vegeta that they're too young to train, and plus they need to focus on their studies. That's more important. Nappa tells Chi-Chi that studying is pretty much pointless. It's all about them gains. Chi-Chi just sort of ignores him as she doesn't see him in the highest light when it comes to intelligence. Gine tells her that Gohan doing a bit of training wouldn't be such a bad thing. If anything were to happen, he'd be able to protect himself and the others. Bardock reminds Chi-Chi about the time that they fought Frieza and his army. She wouldn't want Gohan to be weak or anything and then just get like one-shotted by these really strong guys. Chi-Chi thinks about it for a moment and says that she will allow Gohan to train. However, studies take priority over training. So, he's going to be studying more than he's going to be training. Echelon turns to Vegeta and Nappa, telling them that she wants to be strong too, like her father and uncle, quote unquote. Trunks tells Echelon and Gohan he wants to get stronger than both of them and fight someday. Bardock in the background starts to laugh and says that even though the kids might be hybrid Saiyans, they've got true Saiyan blood within them. From here, everybody goes their own separate ways, going off to train the next generation. This allows us to flash forwards to age 762, the year that Vegeta is supposed to come to Earth. However, like Raditz, they're already on Earth, so I've decided to replace this with the world's strongest movie. The way this starts off is Trunks, instead of Oolong, is the one that notices that someone's collecting the Dragon Balls. So he goes with Echelon and Gohan to investigate. Just like in the movie, Dr. Cochin makes his wish and the kids go to check out his lair, because why wouldn't they? Outside of his lair, the kids get ambushed by a couple of Biomen. And the kids, with really no problem, are able to take out the Biomen. They don't have too much trouble, that is until the Bio Warriors show up and mess up the kids. However, before, they can kill them, Bardock shows up, telling the kids that they should be training and not messing around in the snow. The Bio Warriors try to jump Bardock while he's talking, but he pretty much pushes them off real easily. He tells Trunks to take everybody home as he begins his fight with the Bio Warriors. And unsurprisingly, the Bio Warriors are no match for Bardock. But before he can, go check on the kids to see how they're doing, he is stopped by a red light that pretty much puts him in agonizing pain and he vanishes away. The kids then go to their own respective houses. Meanwhile, Master Roshi and Bulma still get kidnapped. After all this, the kids tell their parents, and the three Saiyans, the three main Saiyans, head off to Dr. Cochin's lab. And they all pretty much meet outside of the lab around the same time. From here, the trio goes in, they destroy Cochin's, ball pit, and after that, they destroy the Bio Warriors with pretty much just one blast from each person, so everybody gets killed. When the group finally arrives to, the main room where Cochin, Dr. Wheelo, and Bulma are, Raditz pretty much just demands Cochin to release his wife or else he's gonna blow him up. Cochin says that he won't release her, and if he tries anything, he's gonna regret it. Raditz, seeing this as an empty threat, decides to just simply blast him. But before the blast can hit him, it's sent right back to him by their new warrior, Bardock. And this shocks the three Saiyans as Bardock is on their side for whatever reason. Kakarot walks up to his father asking why is he helping him, but Kakarot just gets a fist to the face. Raditz is barely able to catch Kakarot mid-air. Bardock then lunges at the other two Saiyans who dodge out of the way, Vegeta tells Raditz to get his wife and the old man out of here while he fights Bardock. Kakarot then interrupts, saying that he wants to fight his father. As him and Vegeta bicker on who's gonna fight him, Bardock lunges at both of them, punching Vegeta, elbowing Kakarot, and kicking Raditz. Raditz tells them that he's gonna go get Bulma and Master Roshi and leave while they fight Bardock. Kakarot and Vegeta retaliate against Bardock, and together they're able to push him back. Fight ends with both of them going Super Saiyan and finally breaking the mind control device over Bardock. So he's back to his normal self. As soon as Bardock comes to, Dr. Wheelo tries to come out of the wall, but he is quickly blasted away by the three of them, shooting one ki blast, and it combines in the three ki blasts combined into one and just blow Dr. Wheelo away. This is what happens when you take beyond Frieza level characters and stick them into the Saiyan saga. They've pretty much just negate all kind of tension. From here, we can skip straight forward to a year later. Now, since I did introduce the Garlic Jr. movie, I would normally do the Garlic Jr. saga. However, we're dealing with characters that are so strong, I don't think we really need to go over it. They basically beat up Garlic Jr., send him back to the dead zone, and that's that. But if you guys would like a part 5.5 where I go in detail and maybe actually expand on the kids, leave a like. Get this video to like, let's say 1,000 likes and I'll do it. Moving past that, one day while Bardock is training with his two sons and grandsons, Grandpa Gohan, Gine, and Chi-Chi are visited by future Gohan. After he introduced himself to the three of them, he goes to hug his grandmother and mother. He asks them to gather all of Earth's forces as he's got a message for everybody. After a few quick calls, everybody gathers around outside and future Gohan makes his grand entrance. He then introduces himself to the group, which is met with mixed responses. Trunks finds the time travel part of it to be really cool. Gohan finds it to be really weird to see a future version of himself, while Echelot finds how strong he is really cool. Raditz questions him, why would his nephew come back in time? What kind of message does he have? To which future Gohan tells him about the two androids coming to kill them in 3 years. They all need to train. If they don't get stronger, these androids are gonna kill them and eventually win. Before he leaves, he tells the three kids to watch each other's backs. But once future Gohan leaves, Bardock pretty much just riles up the team, telling them that they gotta train. That means everybody. As much as Gine and Chi-Chi don't like to fight, they pretty much have to join in at this point. Because he said everybody. I mean, everybody's got to fight. And this is my way to bring in Gine to fight. We end this part 3 years later when everybody has gathered near South City on May 12th at 10 a.m.